There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 29, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to run now.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Mike, 180. No, watch one.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Undercrush.
And again this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, we're 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ready, break.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go. Hey, team 6.
50. Mike's 50. Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones, he's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set, ready. 10 logo. H3. 218. Chop. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, one set.
On 1st down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Five.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Get it.
From the 36, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
1st down, Giants.
Jones now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's got some space here. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be glaring at him.
Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Pistol. Hey, Alpha.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Good.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Regular. You go tight. I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go, run!
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. All day. All day.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now Jones. That's complete to Slayton. 17 yards and a Giant first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I can't believe they let you play.
Yep.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7. Please dribble.
Back to throw. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Orbit.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Check 43.
Pistol.
Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Alert.
Check. Crunch.
Real.
Crunch.
Hey, Echo.
Mayfield. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Hey, Haywood.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Run. Bravo.
Push him back.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing, Mayfield, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike, go.
Jones on first and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go. 60 or. You draw corkers. Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Let's go.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Hey, 180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
A first down throw from Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Kings, Kings, Kings! Watch out!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And able to find Green. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Up,
33, check Mike 33. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, Delta.
33. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Exit.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On second down, Mayfield again. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Slam.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Tighten up.
King.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On first down, Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
36.
5. Hey.
Let's go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
General West. Smooth.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
5.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hard. Snap.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Run. Check that. What, Mike 52? Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Where's 52?
Hey, exit.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Begin.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up.
Mayfield with it once more. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Run. Alert. Hurry. Watch out.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Holt, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Pull it high.
Check 26.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
Ready.
Throwing Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
High 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the ball. 54.
Sneak rip.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Holt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Then he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Regular. Pistol.
Watch twist.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 52's the mic. Check.
Go. That's my time.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that score.